Good morning, the city of Abuja. You're welcome to the morning show on Politics and Business TV. I am Miracle Ubi. You're welcome to the program where would engage you with impactful, educative and informative discussion this morning. I know you want to know what is trending on the social media. Peradventure you know, but you would throw more light on what is trending on the social media. And of course, we'll have our topic for today and we'll have a guest coming in. We're so excited having you join us every day. You're welcome and good morning once again. Hi, good morning, Joanna.
Good morning, Miracle. How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm
You're
good.
You're looking good.
Oh, thank you. All right, so thank you, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. We have engaging things, like a lot has been happening on the social media. Can you help us with that?
Yes, a lot has been happening on the social media, from people giving out fake IDs, and people showing love to the people around them who have made impacts in their lives.
Amazing.
Many other things that we'll discuss.
All right, so you've heard from her. We have engaging and interesting social media trends. You just don't want to miss it. Just stay with us, and we'll be right back to give you everything that is trending on the social media. Thank you.
morning and welcome to What's Trending on PNB TV Abuja. I am Joanna Ray and today I'll be bringing you some of the most talked about events stirring up conversations on social media. Diving into our stories for this morning, today we've got a story that will warm your heart as students at Obafemi Awolowo University came together to show their appreciation for their beloved lecturer, Dr. Olagunji. In a surprise gesture, the students showered Dr. Olagunji with gifts, thanking him for his dedication and hard work. Despite the challenges of teaching multiple classes alone, Dr. Olagunji has consistently demonstrated his commitment to his students' education and well-being. This is a powerful reminder of the power of kindness and appreciation. How often do we take our time to appreciate those who make positive impacts on our lives? Now let's take a moment to imagine discovering that the child that you've raised as your own isn't biologically yours. This is the shocking reality facing many Nigerian men, with staggering statistics revealing that 6 out of 10 men who undergo paternity tests are not the biological fathers of their supposed children. A leading laboratory, DNA Harley and Rainbow Specialized Laboratories, is now calling for mandatory DNA paternity tests as part of the birth registration process in Nigeria. But what are the implications of such a move? Well, proponents argue that mandatory DNA testing will bring clarity and certainty to paternal claims, reducing emotional and legal challenges down the line. However, others raise concerns about the potential psychological impact on families and the need for careful consideration. And as the debate surrounding paternity testing continues, one thing is clear: the truth about paternal identity can have far-reaching consequences. Meanwhile, Portugal is making a bold move to reduce its dependence on Russian gas. The country plans to increase its purchases of liquefied natural gas from Nigeria and the United States. This decision comes after sanctions were imposed on Russian oil and gas imports through pipelines. According to Portugal's Environment Minister, Maria de Graça Carvalho, the country is practically independent of Russian gas, but wants to further reduce its reliance on Russian supplies. This shift in Portugal's energy strategy is the response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, which led to targeted sanctions by the European Union. Portugal's move to diversify its energy sources is a significant step towards energy independence. And by increasing its liquefied natural gas imports from Nigeria and the United States, Portugal aims to reduce its reliance on Russian gas and strengthen its energy security. In the meantime, a daring impersonation has been foiled by the Rapid Response Squad of the Lagos State Police Command. A fake military officer has been arrested for abducting a young man in Ikeja. According to eyewitnesses, the fake soldier abducted the victim, made away with his iPhone 13, and abandoned him on the 3rd Mainland Bridge. The victim recounted his harrowing experience, saying he was deceived by the suspect's military uniform and fake ID. This incident serves as a reminder to be vigilant and verify identities, especially in public places. That will be all for What's Trending. Do have a wonderful day and stay safe. Bye for now.
when I was watching the video, it looked like they were giving out their lunch
their
or
snacks.
something, or their snacks.
When I saw the video, I was like, are these people giving out their lunch to
But
this
then
man?
when I started seeing bags, I was like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, it's really commendable, yeah, to the lecturers. And then I think this would also show other lecturers that whatever they are doing, students actually appreciate. Because, you know, back then in the university, I don't think, okay, probably one or two lecturers, I think we should have shown appreciation. I'm sure we still have very good lecturers in the university. What do you think about that?
I think we still have very good lecturers. Like, it's a 50-50. There are those really nice people that, you know, like, at any point, if that man was not nice to everybody, so, like, when they bring out that idea to, you know, like, give him gifts and all, some people would stand against it. But, like, from the video, we saw that he was an outstanding lecturer. And he's committed to not just their like educational, like not like just the educational aspect of their lives, but also like their well-being. So like it pays to be good to people.
Yeah, it felt like he had like a father figure.
Yes.
Yeah, in the school or in his class, and it's really recommendable, and we just hope that we'd have more of these lecturers. But then, Joanna,
yes,
I'm not sure it's all, you know, you can never be good to everybody.
Everybody, true.
So certainly, I'm sure there are some students that are like, no, I beg. It's
not
this
interested.
one, I'm not interested. He did this and he did that, he did this. But regardless, it just proves the point that at every point in our life, we should always reach out to loved ones. We should always show appreciations.
To the people around us.
Yeah, to people around us.
Yes,
all right, so what else is on the social media trend?
I think the second thing we talked about was this lab that wants to make it mandatory that during like the childbirth process, that DNA test should be something that is a must. You should get a DNA test as the child is being born to know whether this is the father or not. To avoid emotional, you know.
To avoid emotional tantrums, but then to what end? Because if the test probably is, if there's a way the technology could bring up that test probably before the childbirth, then would say, okay, it's solving a problem. But then the child is already there. They've given birth to the child.
There's still going to be an emotional
There's still going to, exactly.
no matter what you do.
Exactly. So why but what do you think about it? Would you welcome such idea? You'd soon be a mother, right? Or you soon be a wife, you soon be a mother. Would you welcome such idea? Okay, before I give birth to my child, I think it's okay you do a paternal test.
Well, I feel like it shouldn't be something that is mandatory. Maybe like you decide as the parents there, like you decide after the child is born, should we get it or not? It shouldn't be something that is mandatory. It should be optional. Because statistics is saying that 6 out of 10 men that are taking this paternity test are not the biological father of their supposed children. Like
that's really
so
crazy. Really,
that's
6 out of 10 men. That's
above 50%.
That's about 60%. That's really crazy. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But then, just as you said, I think I would also want to welcome such. It shouldn't be mandatory. It should be optional. So I can decide with my husband if we would want to do a paternity test immediately after child's birth, and but I'm sure the men are going to jump at this, like, yes, finally.
That Nigerian women are not loyal, because 6 out of 10 men is a lot.
It's actually a lot, and I'm really sure by the time probably when we start our discussion, I'm sure Mr. Shito will have something to say about this, because the men will really want to jump into this. Yes, I want to know, is this actually my child or not? Has my wife been cheating on me? Because the pressure won't come from the women, because they are the ones giving birth. So if they had done anything outside their marriage, they know. Except if they were drugged and something happened. Yeah, so let's take the last social media trend.
The last social media trend was about a military man that had a fake ID, and then he kidnapped somebody and stole the person's phone and dropped the person on the road. Like, what's going on?
Well, at this point, or at this junction, as my people would say, All right, so at this point, I just feel probably just a hungry man rather,
Yes.
a hungry man who is just looking for something to do and eat. And then at the other side, it shows that we should be more vigilant.
Yes.
And we can't, but come to think of it, you enter a vehicle, you can't tell a uniformed person, please, can I see your
Can I see
identity
your
card?
ID? Yeah.
Like,
It
is
doesn't
this
happen
real?
on this side of the world.
Is this
Doesn't
real?
happen.
Okay, is there a scanner, something I would use to scan to show that, okay, this ID is actually real, it's not fake? Someone is probably assisting you, or rather, where transportation is expensive, we know that private vehicles that would always offer assistance, though they'll still collect money from our hands anyways. But then at that point, you can't start asking them. Some will just zoom up like, you're not serious.
Person where I want help.
Like, person where I want help, so you're not serious. So I just think in all of this, we should be more vigilant, and we should, as much as we don't want to be religious, but then we should always be prayerful, because we do not know the kind of vehicle. Like, this man was actually wearing a military uniform, right?
Yes,
he was dressed. So there is no way you would want to say, okay, oh, this is a scammer or a kidnapper. And then I think the boy should also be grateful that his iPhone was snatched or was taken away from him, and
not
he
his
was
life.
not his life.
He was still
an
alive.
iPhone and not a life. So that's amazing. Due to our time, this is all we can take for today's social media trend. Please don't go nowhere. Stay with us. As we return, we'll be having a discussion for the morning show. Quite an interesting one. You do not want to miss it. We'll discuss about crimes and in Nigeria. So please stay with us and go nowhere. We'll be right back after the short break. Good morning and welcome back from that short break. We're glad that you're still with us on Politics and Business TV. This is the morning show. And as we said just before the break, that we will be discussing on crime and religion using the Amotekun as a case study or as an example. We know that the Amotekun is a regional security outfit established to combat insecurity, and it comprises of the 6 southwest states of the country. And I am not alone in the studio. With me we have Mr. Shitu.
Good morning, Nigerian. Good morning, Abuja. How are you doing?
Well, I'm sure they are fine. And then we
And
still
you?
have Joanna.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you all this morning.
All right, so we are not alone. We have a commandant of Amotekun who will be joining us on via a phone call conversation on the same topic. Good morning, Miss Dr. Dekunle Isaac.
Isaac.
You said Isaac.
Good morning, Dr. Isaac. Good morning, Doctor. He is a commandant of Osun chapter. Good morning, Doctor.
All right, so what I was trying to get across to him, so many people have differences and controversies about the Amotekun. Many people feel like what I was seeing on the news. It says we don't have to rely on the Bibles and Quran for security, and then if we'd have to rely on that, it's no longer a crime. And we have a lot to say about that. Joanna, what do you think? What would you have to say about that? A lot of controversies on the Amotekun, and it's really costing issues, if I would use that word, on social media and online. So many people are having that controversies, like it's a religion stuff. What do you have to say about it?
Okay, I think the news story I saw is that they are not just relying on like the security aspect of it. They're also now having to like rely on religion, that is on their Bibles and on their Qurans for security. So I don't know, is the Nigerian police not doing enough that we now need? Of course, as you said earlier, after the social media stories, that we also need prayers,
Oh yeah.
not just so we can also see that even the Amotekun people, they also need prayers, they also need their Bibles and their Qurans, not just to rely on like their like arms and other stuff. So
Well, anyways, we, as much as what it was saying is that we don't need to rely on prayers and psalms or the Quran for security, but we know that Amotekun means leopard or strong one. It was initiated in the year 2019, and it comprises of 6 states, which are the Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, Lagos states, and the states are faced with the surge of insecurity.
Okay, it seems that we have our Dr. Isaac on phone call now. Doctor, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, doctor. We're glad to have you join our conversation this morning, sir.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clearly now.
All right, sir. Would want to ask, what's your perspective on the relationship between the crime and religion, using this Amotekun as an example? What's your perspective about crime and religion?
Crime and religion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a two separate thing.
Okay.
So crime is when you know there's violence and when you know there's problem and when somebody is committing it. So that is crime. So when you talk of religion, it's a place of worship or where you worship something. It can be traditional worshippers, it can be Christian worshippers, and it can be Islamic worshippers. So it is they're two different things. So crime entails people going into what the Lord said they should not do. So this is two separate things.
Okay, so how do you think the Amotekun initiative addresses the intersection between crime and religion, especially within the southwest region?
Amotekun is created as a local guide, and it's created to take care of predominantly these violent crime that been happening in their areas. So police they are less in strength now. So they were being accumulated by the Amotekun so that they will give assistance to them in time of crime needs.
Did you mention that the
So
police are less in strength?
yes, everybody knows that the strength of the police now is not measurable now. So that is why clamoring for so many things. If their strength are okay, you will not see people clamoring for state police, clamoring for vigilante group, clamoring for all this. So just to augment their strength or just to assist them in fighting crimes. So that is why the state governors in the southwest sat down and look at it. How can we assist these people? So they now sat down and think over and now arrive at Amotekun. And since Amotekun has been formed, you see, they know the nose and training of their area. So they were able to know the dynamic strength of their people and what they could need. So they have been trying because they know the boundary more than somebody who just come from somewhere. So they are fit to do that because, like myself here, when I took mantle of the leadership, I saw the challenges around and we addressed it. Since then, this area has been so peaceful. You know, the Osun State, go and Google it. There's no banditry, there's no all this violent crime here. If you enter, if you come to do anything in Osun State, you do that. So the people are really enjoying Amotekun here because of their performances. And the coordination is too superb between the other agencies. So that is what I see.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Yes, Amotekun, like you said, is a local security outfit in the southwest region. And
Yes.
we know that sometimes, or especially most of the challenges, the security challenges that is facing us, or that we are facing in our country, let me say 90% of it are local. And that is the reason why the late former governor of Ondo, Arakurin Rotimi Akeredolu, with
Yes.
other colleagues, I mean governors then, championed these security outfits. Since then, you would say that these security outfits have not been facing challenges or have not faced challenges. Could you let us know what are those challenges and how were you, tackling some of these challenges?
We will not say we are not facing challenges because when I came on board in Osun State here, I met a lot of arrays of challenges ranging from strength level because the strength I met on ground is quite below average. So I have to tell Mr. Governor, who is magneted on love, to say yes, I should go forward and list all those challenges I met on ground. So I met it in Shambu because I don't know what goes wrong with the former administration. So, and that is exactly what I come to do there. Just to reshuffle the area and make sure it follows into standard. So the challenges ranges from inadequacy of vehicles to patrol, which has been addressed by by Mr. Governor, and issues of weapons has been addressed. So we are now recruiting about 1,000 now. So we'll be recruiting 1,000 now to join the existing strength. So this has given us a leverage.
Okay.
And the welfare of the people that are so poor, the governor has lifted it. So the people are now happy. Asset allowance and other things have been added.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
hello?
with me, last week we saw it on news that was it the DSS, the governor was praising the state security about, curbing, that there was a rumor that Boko Haram, were in Osun State. Can you also confirm that? And what was the role that Amotekun played in that, developments?
It's not that they are in Osun State. What really happened is that they want to come and settle here in Osun State.
The Boko
You know,
Haram?
yes, when the area is hot for the criminal, you will be looking for it's so cool that you can just come and stay. So, but this thing did not even happen immediately. So around August last year, we have this information that they are planning to come and settle in Osun by the DSS. They gave all of us this information at our monthly meetings. So because we do have monthly meetings with the governor, that's the DSS, the police, everybody, all service chiefs. So at the meeting, that is when they raised it that they were hearing information that is intelligent that they were trying to come to Osun. and we have been monitoring them seriously. So, because the tracking came from Abuja to the DSS office, and all that security agents are now joining. So it is when they now saw that they now see that they actually track one to Elisha that time. That is around November. They strike the person. He was able to be taken to Abuja, and he confessed to so many things before they now came back around December to see the others that are abandoning here. So since then, Amotekun too in that area, because the area they are marked, Amotekun has covered the area, so it makes it very easy for the DSS to strike the deal, and they were able to arrest all of them. So it's a joint effort. So that's what we're doing also.
Okay.
So they cannot have a fit here, and they cannot have a sanctuary here.
Okay, Honorable, you agree with me. Last week I saw a video of an honorable member, a federal honorable member, talking about the insecurity in our country at large. And it says that a Nigerian with a population of over 200 million, Nigerian, the same government not even boast of 10% of their security, whether military, whether Air Force, Navy, or even the police or DSS or civil, what's it called, civil defense, that all bringing all these security outfits together is not up to the 10%. Now, we are seeing a local security outfit, likes of the Amotekun. Are you saying, because I read you said earlier that you are preparing to recruit about 1,000. Is it that the plan to take, is it a plan to take over Nigerian police in the southwest, or you just want to, to also put our hands together to make sure that at least every environment are properly secured and safe?
Well, the Amotekun is not trying to take over the police. What I've tried to tell you is that, we have a lot of security challenges in the country. Like I said, insufficient manpower for the police, inadequate equipment, and lack of and welfare for their people. So this makes it for the governors to sit down and form this Amotekun to complement the police efforts. So while you are complementing somebody's effort, it's not that you are totally taking up their duties. It's just to assist them. So what they were saying, that there is a lot of vacuum in security, like what you said. Everybody knows this. So, and how to address it is not a man job, a single person job. It's for everybody, whether you are Amotekun, whether you are this, to join us. When people are looking and they said they are not taking into somebody's hand. Why do we have the DSS when police have these formations in their units? Why do we have NDLA when we still have it in the police? So it's because of all this inadequacy that make them to form all these things again. So they are talking of EFCC. It has been in the police. They have a special fraud unit. So because they cannot cope with all this, that is why you see them forming other units so that they will complement the police efforts. And this has been working. It has been working. So the Amotekun now, cumulatively, they were there now. So people are now saying that, yes, grassroots policing is the best. Because when it happens here, what we do is to send the people that we recruited in their local government to go and look at what is happening. And they know their people. When anything happens, they say, no, it should be this. And let us just go straight to this man. He's the one who has this type of things that they say they use here. So that is what people are clamoring for. Let us have the type of things that can assist us. So that is just it. It's not, we are not taking completely police job or duties. We are doing our own like any others. So that is it.
Oh, okay. Thank you
Hello?
very much, sir. You made mention of in that inadequate welfare of security personnel, and that is why Amotekun is stepping in. But we know that looking at Nigerian budget, we know that security has a chunk of the budget, chunk percentage of Nigerians' 2025 budget. So it shows that Nigerians, or rather the government, is really paying attention to security in the country. But then we know that there have been a lot of controversies concerning Amotekun, because some people feel that they say it's an attempt to create a regional army. What would you have to say about that? Is it actually an attempt to create a regional army? You're about recruiting 1,000 plus soldiers, right, into the Amotekun's initiative. So are you trying to take over, or is it a regional army that you were trying to, or the Amotekun rather, is trying to build? Because we need to place a balance between what the aims and objectives of Amotekun is, and looking at it with the responsibilities that the Nigerian security agencies already have. Is it something that you would want to blend together, or rather the institution want to blend together, or is it actually a regional army?
Say regional army. There's nothing like that. I'm a retired police officer, and I'm now heading the Amotekun in the states. So it is just not a combatant or some formation. It's what we are talking about is how to fight insurgencies and how to fight all this terrorism. So the training may accumulate the army training and police training, and any other training we embark upon for these people to know how to go about it when they were faced with challenges.
But sir, how would you want to go about this? How effective do you think this initiation of the Amotekun is? Looking at the fact that there are already challenges that Amotekun already have, and then these challenges are not far-fetched from the challenges that the Nigerian security agencies are also facing: operational challenge, funding, constitutional legitimacy, and all of that. So how effective do you think this initiation would be, or the Amotekun would be?
Amotekun will be more effective than any other security agency, because the agitation for it is, and the people that forms it knows the problem, the challenges on ground. Like when you see we were taking off, it's just probably 4 years now that Amotekun is formed, and you know where they have gone at the time of this facing this banditry. Like in Ondo, you know, they have completely taken over. If not for the injection of Amotekun into that place, so they find it difficult now to penetrate, because they know where and the route where these people are coming from. So they now make a fence around those places by posting their men. So the challenges we're talking about of funding, the governors, they reform it and they know that they will fund it. So they are already doing that now. If you go through the state now, you will see that a lot of motorcycles, which are not in other security agencies, a lot of motorcycles were bought. So just to make sure they go through all the trainings, the local areas, the grassroots. So they are penetrating all those areas. You see them on motorcycle, 222, and with the formidable team that we have now, the banditry, or anybody that is trying to say is going into crime without think twice, because it knows that they will know that they are in that area, and Amotekun will go there. So we are coping very seriously. And I know in less than 2 years now, we'll see what Amotekun will become. You can hear the governor of your state, what he said. He said, we are going to buy aircraft for Amotekun this year, for my Amotekun this year, and that other states will take clue that we have discussed it and that it will start, and you will see Amotekun aircraft roaming around the space of the year, and they will be going around to see, even particularly in the forest. So he said that is why he's buying the aircraft. And I know immediately he said that that governor promised to do same. So if Amotekun can be having aircraft in a year, before 2 years, they will be having two, three. So other logistic problem, they have addressed it. That is why I'm comfortable here. We don't have an headquarter when I took over, but I've gotten, if you come to Osun State now, you will see a befitting and conducive headquarters. You see a lot of, we are trying to bridge up the gap to UN standards, which will be very soon, which everybody will see, and everybody will know that Amotekun is a different agency that is ready for crime fighting.
So, sir, speaking of how far you've come, the how far the Amotekun has come, and the future plans, priority just going to be the southwestern states, or are there any plans to go around the whole country?
It is when if you come to my house now and you see how beautiful my house is, you will go back to your own house and say, I want to have this thing in my house. So when other states now see how Amotekun is functioning, and when they see how they were combating these crimes, I know other states will join. But now, it was formed by the Southwest. And when the other, I've been reading news that other northern states has been trying to do same. So you will now see that all other states will come here to learn and to see what we are doing, and they will incorporate it in their own place too. Because crime now is not the way crime is going now, and the way Amotekun is managing it. We allow the crime to have its ugly head. So immediately he's trying to sprog in, we give him what he needs. And other states are now seeing it. I know these people are trying, and they are trying in their states. So they are now taking to take reform. So I know other states too, in due time, they will come and copy what we are doing here, and they will do same.
All right, thank you very much. You made mention of some of the things that Amotekun is doing, and some of its futuristic plans. And before my colleague asked that question about if it's just going to be within the region of the Southwest, what do you think would be the fate of our country if every other state decides to come up with something like Amotekun? Would there be treaty rivalry? Because imagine if South comes up with something and names it a security, and the Northeast, the other geopolitical zones, they come up with something like this. Don't you think it's going to really cause a very big commotion to our country? Imagine every state we have 36 states, and this is just 6 states. So what if the remaining 30 states decide to come up with something like this? Won't it cause a little bit of commotion within the Nigerian security agencies?
So there's not going to be any commotion, because everybody knows what is doing. The police, like I said, we have a very robust relationship here in Osun with all other agencies. Like the DSS, we work together. So the civil defense, we work together. Yesterday we work together. We have gone to form a forest that we have a plantation of marijuana. So we have gone to get together to bust the criminals there. So we have been having this. So if all other states have similar security agents, I think there will be rivalry because everybody will know when and what to. So, an occasion when we'll be called to an event or we'll be called to come and fight a crime, and we meet police there. At times we meet civil defense there. What we do is, how far have you gone? Which area are we going to take over? We say, okay, we can go here. Civil defense can go here. Why police go here? And meet at the middle.
But
So
then I
we have
also
been
want
doing
to
that. Another
interject
state will
you
be doing
from
that
here.
too. So there will not be any rivalry at all. I don't think it will be.
You know, one of the objective or the goal of Amotekun is not just to handle security within these 6 states. Is it, sir? Is it just with states or Nigeria as a whole?
We are not having that challenges to go beyond this place because if anything happens in Ondo State and in Osun, I will call my contemporary there and quickly they will go and do the arrest and told us they have done it. If it happens in Ibadan or Oyo, similar thing, we will send a letter or signal to them and they will do. So we have not particularly have a report that will take us to the northern area.
Peradventure, a report comes and you probably the team needs to get to, let's say, to the north. Do you think it's something the northerners would want to welcome, knowing that there is already a controversy that this is a regional army? Because thus far you have, or rather, Amotekun has been operating within the 6 states, and any issues, security issues around or within the 6 states, do you think the northerners or any other region would want to welcome Amotekun into their state, knowing that it is from the southwest?
That's what I'm talking about, synergy with other agencies. When it happens that way, the one you cannot do, you hand over to the DSS or you hand over to the police. So the police now, when they know it is a crime that if we leave it behind and we say something is happening in the north and the suspect is arrested in Osun, so do we now leave the suspect and say because Amotekun cannot operate in that area? No. We hand over it to the DSS or the police, who can now go ahead because we are working together. They will now go ahead and get that person arrested. Would the North now said the police will not be able to arrest? When I was in the police, there's no area we cannot go. I'm working in Osun now, and I know that the crime happened in Imo. So there's a letter we write, and we tell the Imo police. So the Imo police could do the magic and tell us they have arrested and we'll come and take over. Similar thing, when it happens, we tell the police what we are investigating. This man, he said he came from social place, which is in the north. They will now take over and go there and bring the suspects. So when they bring the suspects, we sit down together and iron it out. I think that is the best way we can do that.
Okay. Doctor, thank you very much for all your insightful talk this morning. But before we go finally on this program, I have two questions I need to ask you. One, you said something during your interview that you relied on Bible and Quran. Just very short. Can you explain what you meant by that statement?
Well, I'm a Christian. So if I now say that I rely on Bible, I mean, if I want to do anything, I pray to my God. God help me. I'm doing this. So if I now say I rely on my Bible, it's because of my religion. Those who are Muslim here, you know, Amotekun, we do spiritual policing, which means it is not only confessional things that we do here. Okay. So we have people who are traditionalists among us. So if there's anything that we find difficult, they go and they do their own do their own in their own way. They do it, and we're able to get to where we're going.
Thank you.
So
In fact,
it's
you've already answered two questions I wanted you to answer. So thank you very
okay.
much, Doctor. We really appreciate all your contribution this morning on our program. And we also look up to next time when we have you to have some issues, security, especially security issue, and in Southwest region in Osun State. And we must say thank you very much. On behalf of my team, we say thank you very much. Have a
I want to
wonderful
sincerely
day,
thank you too.
Dr.
It's only because of
Omoyele
the
Adekunle.
I want to thank you too for having me. Thank you so much.
Well,
All
okay,
right, thank you very
let's
much.
quickly have a short break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up this discussion this morning. No.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure you have been well informed and you've really learned from our discussion today. And then we just hope that the Amotekun, according to its aims and objective, would be able to do what they have claimed they'll do. This is all we'll be taking for today's show. Thank you for staying with us. It's always a pleasure having you, our viewers, out there. And please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to like and subscribe on our pages. Till next time, have a great day.
You should like talk.